Good thing this is not like a sponsored Zoom shit. Zoom is fucking ass. Zoom sucks balls and cock.
I will gladly step in for a chance to win $1 million.
Same. Keep us posted if we need to step in, J Party. Otherwise, we'll be here following all of the action.
Chat, hold on.
Thank you both for your generous offer. Although today I think the contestants are ready to compete themselves. And throughout this competition, we're going to be checking in with this team to get their take on all of the action. Well, is it about that time, Mimi?
I think we're getting close, but first, we should meet our 10 contestants playing today.
Oh, shit.
All right, let's see who they are. Coming up first in maroon, we have the Deaf Eagle.
All right, chat, I'm I should probably start recording.
Hobbies.
And next up in red,
my recording isn't working. Okay, there we go.
Their forte
okay.
is puzzles, thanks to their
we got a white male. We got another white male.
Our third contestant, hailing from
another
New York City, is Shay.
White male.
He's been playing Roblox for 12 years with a focus
Where are the
on
women?
hobbies and more recently on FPS games. Today, he'll be representing Orange.
Coming up next, we've got Icicle.
Another
sporting the yellow attire. He has been mastering puzzles on Roblox
another white male
for 10 years.
Looking good. And then we have Anonymous Lime in lime green, an expert in Sims
another white
with
male.
over 15 years under their belt.
Following that, we have Roby 100.
Another
he's repping green today, and he's been on the
white male
for 13 years. Another expert in hobbies.
This is so. I know this is so random for me to be doing. Hey, we got a
13-year Roblox veteran. Especially when it comes to the find thes.
Male?
We have another hobby expert here.
We got
Jay in blue and has been playing for 9 years.
Our 9th contestant is none other than Mad Max. Today he's rocking
another white male,
and he's yet another one of our experts in the hobbies.
And in gray, we have our final
Where are the women? I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was about to be like.
RPGs,
I thought it was gonna be a mix
but this is no
of like girls and guys. But I guess they must have went crazy on the competition.
All right, folks, this is an incredible historic moment. After millions and millions of players have fought it out, today we have our final 10 live in-house to compete for this prize. I cannot wait to get things started. But before we do, let's bring out a very special guest. That's right, the one and only David Builderman Bazooki. Welcome to the set. Come on down.
Woo!
Oh, and you brought something special.
I brought something special. First, J Party, Mimi, and you. Thank you so much for hosting today. Okay, so we set out to build something really special for our community. The competition, the action has been intense. The hub has been played over 183 million times. And then today, 10 amazing finalists.
Who is he? Is he like the owner of Roblox or something?
Right now.
He looked like a CEO.
Today, one of these finalists is going to be the grand prize winner.
He looked like he about to present an Apple product.
Bring home.
That's right, $1 million.
Absolutely right.
I told you, chat.
Finalists, good luck to all of you. Let the games begin.
All right, folks, you've heard it here. But now let's turn it back to Mimi to find out how some of the rules are going to go for today.
Thanks so much, J Party and David. It's going to go a little something like this today. We have a 3-round tournament consisting first of a qualifying round. Following that is the round of 4. Of course, all leading up to our $1 million round. There will be 8 games in total played today. Each has their own rules. So
they're all doing this today? Oh, so chat, we're just doing the dress to impress. All this other stuff is just...
First up is the qualifying
we don't got nothing to do with that.
J Party, why don't you tell us a little more about that?
Damn, they gotta do all of this?
We're gonna have 10 contestants that have the chance to compete in 5 games. Dress to Impress, Super League Soccer, Blade Ball, Slap Battles, and Doors. But out of these 10 contestants, only 4 will move on to the next round, which will be the elimination rounds. All right, any questions?
Just one. How do you win at each game?
And the money question. Each game's a little different. So we'll explain the rules right before
Wait,
each
chat,
one
I could literally host somebody out of $1 million.
At times throughout the competition, you may notice 2 Roblox admins, Holiday Beats and All the Swords. They are in place to operate, record, and make sure everything runs smoothly and fairly.
I think I might.
That's right, all rules will need to be followed. All right, now that we've got that out of the way, we are ready to kick things off.
To impress.
Let's do it. Our first game up is a fashion phenomenon. It's none other than Dress to impress.
Judges will vote, and if
Game
there's a
one,
tie,
dress
they
to
will
impress.
also vote on who earns a higher
There are
placement.
2 matches, and
Everyone
contestants will have to create a
collect points and
stylish
advance
look
to the
before
next
time
game.
runs out.
Here's the scoring.
Judges
I'm
Judges
hearing-
will vote, and if
Showing
there's a
full
tie,
screen.
they will also vote on who earns a higher placement.
I'm hearing 2 things at
Everyone
once.
will
All right, folks,
collect
we also have a
points and advance to the
surprise.
next game.
3 of them.
Here's the
actually.
scoring for each match.
Joining us as guest judges.
Oh,
for
because
Dress to
I'm wa-
Impress
because
are
this is
none
on.
other than Twitch streamer.
All right, folks,
Joe
we also have a
Bartolo,
surprise.
VTuber and variety streamer,
actually.
Iron Mouse. Joining us
Well,
as
everyone
guest
unmute?
and reaction variety streamer are none other than Twitch streamer Joe Bartolo.
Oh my God, how do I-
VTuber and variety
Hello,
streamer,
hello,
Iron
hello.
Mouse, as well
Hey,
as music and
hey,
reaction variety
hey.
streamer ImDOntai. Welcome to the show, our 3 guest judges. Very exciting stuff. How are you guys feeling?
Amazing. Can't wait.
Awesome. Very
Excellent.
excited. I was watching the intro.
Yeah.
This seems like a very competitive event.
Yes, it will. Are you guys ready to judge such competitions?
I'm ready.
Absolutely.
I'm ready.
All right, your judgment hats are on. You're feeling good. That is exciting.
Anything you guys are looking for in particular? Are you big on focusing on the themes? Is it just going to be going off the vibe? What are you looking for in the judging today?
They have to come to slay.
Facts. Facts.
Real.
Slang for sure. I
Chat,
think
it says that
really
I'm
need
Joe
them to
Bartoloni.
fit around the category that I'm judging. They
Okay.
have to not only look good, but also fit the style that they're trying to portray. That's mainly what I'm looking at.
What about for you, Dante? Anything you're looking at here?
Yes. The poses. The poses are very, very important to me, and if they're not hitting it, yeah, those stars are gonna be super low.
All right, folks. Well, our 10 contestants are set, and they are underway to serve some fierce looks. So we are jumping in the game to check out this action now. As folks
Chat,
are
someone
dressed in
said,
their
"Oh, this
baseline
is real,
outfits."
nigga." I
So-
said on God, like
That we're
I'm dead serious. Oh shit!
just getting their baseline outfits solved.
I told y'all this was real, bro.
that we're going to be playing with today versus the game that you all are familiar with at home. It's a little abridged, only 4 minutes to get your look perfect. And for our first round, the theme is circus. And that is not a lot of time to get the look down. You have to have an idea real quick.
Right, and especially coming from somebody like me who is very well known in the Dress to Impress community by absolutely nobody. My opinion definitely matters here. I'm looking for somebody who looks like a clown, and it looks like that's what some of these contestants are going for right now. But yes, not a lot of time, so they better hurry up.
Yeah, it's a good thought. Circus can be really on the nose, but maybe there's something more creative you can hide within it.
Obviously, the qualification to get here was a little different than what we're playing today.
There's gotta
It was
be a
about
way to,
solving
like-
puzzles, getting those mega tokens. And I know you were playing through some of the qualifying games, as were 140 million other people who were visiting that. What were you looking for? How much of a challenge was it actually to be one of the 10 players who made it here?
I mean, I played for a total of like maybe 5 or 6 hours and immediately realized that I stood no chance against some of these guys that are here
Why the
today.
fuck
So
are you judging, bro?
Very, very challenging, very impressive that these 10 made it.
Bitch, have you seen me play Dress to Impress?
Folks at home, there is some additional
Who
rules
else would they like? It would be a disservice to not pick me.
Running with the
Fuck.
custom makeup unlocked, VIP access, run faster.
You want to talk about fashion? Hello? How you not gonna call me up? And $1 million on the line? I'm gonna make sure that go to the right person.
Players talking ahead of this event said
Now the theme is
game
circus.
they had played a ton, and
So far,
such a wide variety of games ranging from fashion to FPS to an obby. The players had to practice a lot.
so far this is a no. This not giving, chat. I ain't gonna lie, this not giving right now.
But I think it's been clear that every one of
Chat,
the
it needs to stand.
has
It needs to
put
stand
that
out. My mic is not
Even
on.
in
I'm
these
muted.
uncomfortable games, he's going to put their all out there because every point matters, especially in this qualifying round.
Right, definitely. And it's good to put them outside of their comfort zone for the first qualifying round to see what kind of miraculous outfits they can pull off. And I will honestly say with 1.5 minutes left, everybody is looking good.
Yeah, we'll see. We thought this was a relaxing warm-up, but talking to the contestants again, this is a high-anxiety round.
Oh, y'all not gonna be able to see me when I'm
Putting some of their skills to
when I'm doing
test
the
here. And
the
a reminder,
votes.
This is actually a newer game to the Roblox, and a lot of these folks are a long time.
Wait, chat,
players.
how do I-
This came out in 2023.
I don't
It's already
know.
had
I don't remember.
6.5 billion visits. Truly has been a smashing success for the platform, and a pretty fun game, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, Dress to Impress, it's definitely been having a moment in these last couple of months, and I know a lot of people at home enjoy it, but this has got to be the most high-pressure match of Dress to Impress anyone here has ever played.
Yeah, I mean, especially in 2025, the day and age of aura farming.
Okay, so
Is
how
that
do I
key for
make?
you, Enya, aura farming?
Yes, aura.
How do I
is
make it
the key
my
to
camera?
winning this. If I was a judge, that's what I would be looking for.
That will be what you're going for. Yeah, it's going to be interesting having some of our celebrity judges get to kind of.
Why are grown men playing this? You mean to tell me for $1 million you're not going to be playing this game?
A pretty different crowd of people.
For $1 million you're not going to be playing this game.
A lot definitely sits in their hands.
Well, we are closing in on the final 30 seconds of this
shit.
match.
Okay,
as
hold
we
on.
See the final touch-ups, the jewelry selections and patterns moving forward here. Hopefully, folks have a cohesive look going, and this is just the polish and
Pin.
phase because
Pop
that
out.
runaway clock is ticking.
Last couple of seconds here to really fiddle with everything.
Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at?
Customization you can do in this game, and
Boom.
it's easy to overthink it.
Boom.
Limited time. They've got to lock in now. 3 seconds, and we're about to head to the runway.
Here we go, chat.
Can't wait to see the poses.
Not going to lie.
All right, who's going to kick us off?
I'm going to give it a 2.
We've got Roby 100 showing off his fierce looks.
I'm
Look
going to
at
give it a
that
2.
pose. Nice use of
It's
the
not
prop
really
there.
hitting.
Cane.
It's not really.
Is that a
It's
cane
not
you're
really
holding, or is
giving.
that a rose? I
It's
can't
not
tell.
giving.
That's a cane. Oh, you're right.
If I'm
It
being
almost looks
completely
like one of,
honest.
like the batons you'd be spinning. Definitely fits the vibe here. You see him
Yep.
clicking around some of the poses.
No
here.
poses
Obviously,
also.
those guest
And
judges
where are
right
your
now, they're watching
shoes?
all of these
No
players
shoes?
go through,
Hello?
giving their scores. This is only the first round of 2 that we're going to be playing for Dress to Impress.
Yeah, no shoes is crazy. Get out of here. Yo, why are you still here?
The angles. Choosing those poses has got to be a big part of the action here.
How long are you on the stage?
Definitely. How many poses can you choose from?
It's a pretty long list.
Yeah, there's quite a lot, and you got a lot of time right here on the stage.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of time.
Still going.
Absolutely here. We'll
Just
see if
really
we
living up the moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
extended.
chat, what we thinking, a
let's see,
3?
he must have got that off complete. All
We
right.
think a 3 for this?
Finally got
Finally
Roby
cast
off the
it.
runway. Our next contestant.
You can't go too high. I'm gonna give a. I'm gonna give a 3.
It's Mad Max.
Wow, a sassy
I'm gonna
look.
give a 3.
Taking it real
It's
fierce,
it's more
for
like
the circus.
gothic
Yeah, like the makeup
than it
going on
is.
there.
How well do you think this
you know?
matches Circus, Enu?
Oh, we were waiting on somebody to
personally
vote. That's
think
why.
This is what I was looking for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
This is
chat.
great.
Yeah, it's an interesting prompt because you can
Top
really get
top half really
There's some
nice,
subtlety that the fashion judges
but
are
no
looking for.
shoes. Hello.
Is a different style than
No
normal
shoes.
style.
We gotta dock off
We
points
have
for that.
extra fashionable judges
We have to
judging
dock
this
off
here
points for
on
that.
this live.
Yeah, I like the microphone. Definitely looks like a performer up on that stage.
Yeah, with the mask. What do you call
Okay,
those masks
bitch
again?
came with the balloons,
Masks is a good
the
name.
handle
That's a
thingy.
very good one.
I like this. I'm gonna
look
have
like
to give
a
this a
Ring Rider
4.
circus there.
I'm gonna
Good
have to
stuff.
give this a
Another
4.
contestant
And they got the
down
shoes.
runway.
Oh.
Looks like this might be Dutta Dude.
I
and
think-
Giving Clown.
I
honestly,
think
this
4.
might be my favorite thus far. I think it's right on the money.
I
with
gotta
the
go
theme.
4.
Yeah, classy yet circus.
Have y'all noticed that a red seems to be a very popular color?
Wow.
When you think circus,
Okay,
it's like red and red.
okay.
At least for me, that's what pops in my head.
This
Red
is
and
See the
giving.
tint.
Yeah.
Maybe the blues. Yeah, the red and white color.
I don't know if this is this really
All right,
circus.
here we go.
It's
Oh,
like
look at
Lady
the touch of
Gaga
red
or
here. A little
something.
subtle. I like it.
The
I'll give it a
cotton candy
3.
hair.
I'll give it a 3.
Yes, that is.
The
a
shoes
lovely
is throwing
addition.
me
You're
off.
right, catching
Very
that.
creative.
The shoes is throwing me all the way.
And
off.
wings.
I think Icicle is definitely standing
Okay,
out here amongst
so
the crowd.
are we
Yeah.
circus or are
When
we
were watching them
cheerleaders?
rehearse
Sis,
yesterday,
that's not
I
it.
was super
2
impressed
stars.
with Icicle in this game.
No,
I thought
1
he had
star. 1
super
star.
good
I'm
fashion
sorry.
sense, so
That's not
a really
it.
creative one there, and I think honestly standing out.
Sis
from the
came
crowd,
late
a
to the
lot of
party.
red
That's
and
not
white,
going.
a
That's
lot
not
of
going to do it
masks.
for $1
Might
million.
do well,
That's not going to
in
do it.
this
No.
one.
I'm being very
Kind
critical.
of a riff on looks like maybe a cheerleader type circus outfit here. Complete with the mask
Okay.
and all.
With the pom-poms.
With the
Okay.
pom-poms.
Does
Definitely
this?
ready to cheer on some competition today.
I'm not gonna lie, chat. I
And
think
another
4.
red look. This is Jay.
I think
Looking
4.
very similar to one we saw earlier with that cane.
Absolutely.
It's
Strong
gotta
look.
blow me
Look
away
hard
for a
style
5. It's
Yeah, I
gotta
think the
blow
hat
me
really
away
ties
for a
it together
5.
nicely.
here.
A lot
Another
of
use
layering
that
going
cane
on.
there. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I assume we'd see a lot of props in the circus, but maybe not as much as I even
Is
thought.
this Michael Jackson?
Remember, our contestants, they don't know the theme until we're
I'ma
actually
get us a
going
2.
into things. So it's a lot about sight reading, figuring it out on the fly. and
Actually, a
it's
1.
Another bit of a different approach,
Yeah.
the black and white kind of
Sis
look.
just
Almost
showed
looks
up
kind
in
of like a
jeans.
mime.
I was feeling the mime.
Called it a
I
day.
like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
kind of mime style. Not like the main stage of the circus you think about, but still a fun aspect of it. And I think that's
Okay,
a
nice
cool
outfit.
interpretation of the theme.
It doesn't really give circus though. I mean, I see the
Astute
cards.
observation.
Is cards really
Thank you.
circus-like?
And you. All right, we are wrapping up
2
things
stars.
soon here. And Terrell coming out, one of our final contestants, if not the final here. Again, rocking the red dress. We're seeing that theme pretty strong as well.
And Terrell, our player with the most years played in Roblox, the most experienced guy on the stage today. Tries to impress one of the newer games, but
I
still
mean,
putting
basic.
something
I mean,
good
this
out
is
there.
this is absolutely
hopefully the
basic.
16 years pay off.
This
This is
is
the
too
Death
basic.
Eagle coming all the way over from
I'm-
Lithuania.
the pose?
Had to
I like
travel
that pose, though.
14 hours.
I like that pose. I'm gonna give it a 2.
Mateo to compete today, and Honestly, another nice look. It's still the red and white theme, but a little different than the other contestants.
Yeah.
Who
a little
performed
lighter,
better?
A little simpler.
I don't know
and
these
just standing
names.
that pose
I don't
closely.
remember.
You know, made famous by a handful of celebrities, brought to you by DTI.
I'm not picking a vote. I don't know.
Well,
I don't remember
all
these
our
names.
contestants now walking down that runway. The judges right now tallying up the scores and making their decisions. A lot for them to think about. Some
Tally
good
it
looks
up.
out there.
Tally it up.
All right, yeah, and that concludes the kickoff round of the ultimate competition, the Hunt Final with DTI. We hope the players are finally shaking those nerves off, getting relaxed. As we've mentioned, we are going to have our hosts kind of collect these scores, and we'll come back to you when they're ready.
Okay.
Yes, we will. Was there any outfits that were standing out to NU? Would you have a favorite if you were to be judging today?
Personally, I like Icicle's cotton candy hair look and his those furs on the shoulders. Yeah, that definitely stood out to me amongst all the red color choices. So that's my choice.
Yeah, I'd have to agree, right? I think Icicles was the most unique out of all of these, but also there's a reason
Y'all are
everyone
hate.
went
Yo,
red
I
and
know
white.
what
It's
I'm. Watch when
iconic
they
for a
interview
reason.
me. Watch
Yeah,
when they
it's an
interview
interesting
me.
thing for the judges if they prefer that kind of iconic red-white, or people who kind of had a more creative interpretation of it. I think the mime was also a fun shout-out, as it really kind of instilled a thought in you as it went forward.
I
This
agree.
game is interesting because it is so different
This was
than
good.
every other competition.
Great choices.
Or every game that we have as part of the competition
Beautiful.
today. Everything else is pretty much going to be last man standing, fighting, all sorts of different genres.
Actually
but
valid.
this one is very much about kind of like the artistic character, the vibe. It catches into a very different skill set, which I think is going to be difficult for some of our competitors.
Definitely. Creativity is huge in this, but also having the skill set to know where all of the outfits,
Oh, here we go.
accessories are located in the lobby. Will save them a
You
lot of
actually
time.
need quite a bit of game knowledge, right?
Definitely.
Like even the way the different pieces of clothing layer, things like that, it takes a bit of effort.
I wouldn't have pulled that off in such a short time for sure.
Oh my.
Yeah, reminding us again, these are shortened rounds at
Oh,
4
the
minutes. So
stream
you've
is
got to
still
know the
going.
layouts. You got to know the plan. Have a plan of action when you get in
And it
there.
already feels short when you're
It
when you're
does.
playing with 6 minutes. Like I was playing a fair bit of Dress to Impress to prep for this event, and I was stressed out with no
stream
money
is
on the
still
line
going.
and 6 minutes to get set.
No way. This
very,
is real.
Very stressful.
It's actually real,
All
chat.
right, well, we hope the stress is being relieved here as they're going to be warming up here for our next round. We are gathering folks in the lobby now, and we hope we're going to be breaking through soon with the next and final round of Dress to Impress. As a reminder for the folks at home, we're going to be playing 2 initial rounds here before we progress any of our users. So we've got more action coming.
Yeah, let's take a little look here though, because the judge lead up our first round, and Dud repping that light blue is taking things home here.
Oh shit.
Yeah, followed by Jay and Icicle. And again, all the points matter.
You're
Your
the
spot
worst
is a
judge
big
in
deal.
history.
wanna
You
climb to
haven't
that
even
top
seen
as
me
much
judge.
as possible. So an interesting kickoff indeed.
As a reminder,
Like, I
round
literally
four,
haven't
this
judged.
qualifying round has 5 total games. Points are cumulative throughout and at different phases throughout the day will qualify a contestant into that top 4. But performance is just as important at the beginning here in DTI as it will
How
be
you gonna
later
hate
in
from
the day
outside
towards
the club
scores. But
when you
it
can't
looks
even
like
get
we are
in?
ready to go. Let's hop into our second round of Dress to
Oh,
Impress
shit.
and
Oh,
take
God.
a look at what
Oh,
that
God.
new theme is going to
Oh
be.
shit. Oh damn. Oh god. No. Wait. Intermission.
Looks like everyone's
Hold
just
on.
loading in right now, so
Okay, hold on. Let
should
me
be able to hop in there in just a moment. I'm hoping to see a theme that is going to ask something different. Maybe we'll get a little bit more
pin.
variety, because a lot of contestants did have the same idea in that first round.
Pop out.
Correct. We saw some recurring themes, particularly some
Roblox.
recurring colors. I'm hoping to kind of mix it up. That was definitely a whimsical one. We'll see
Type
how
shit.
far-fetched we get, or if we bring it back.
Wait,
to a
what
more
if I
serious
go?
tone
What if
here.
I go in there and try to
Looks like
dress
folks
up?
are just getting now
Like, what
into that
happens?
lobby, so we're going to be able to turn it over in a brief moment and go to you live. Round 2.
Here we are, and let's see if we can't get in one of these contestants' POV and take a look
Yeah,
at what
what's
theme
stopping
they're
me from
working
going
on
in there?
today.
Yeah, it's interesting to see they're not all at the same booth. So contestants are spreading out here. I mean, again, your time is limited. What is your strategy for the two of you here? You think you're going wide dresses, specific on the makeup? This is an interesting start here from Jay.
I think you can't get too bogged down in the details. You want to start like as macro as possible. Like
Ice
when I was
fairies?
playing
That's
this
the
game, I always
theme?
thought, like, what's like the piece that is making me think the theme immediately, and then kind of tie everything else in around that.
Elf ears. Definitely elf ears.
Elf
Pointy
ears.
elf ears and some wings.
Yeah, the wings, the elf ears. I'd honestly be shocked if anyone doesn't go for those kind of looks.
You know, that's the kind of thing, though. Can you create a look
32-year-old
without
man
wings that
playing a
conveys
9-year-old
fairy? Maybe
game.
that's gonna be
Yo,
the winning combo just to stand out from the crowd.
cinnamon.
But for now,
I'm
we're
not
seeing a
playing the
lot of
fucking
fairy
game.
wings
I'm
coming out.
judging it.
And it looks like
And even if I
blue
was,
is the
don't
recurring
hate because
color
I'm
here
the one
amongst the
slaying in the game.
Yeah, here, ice, I think like light blue, white, those kind of colors seems like Mad Max getting the same idea here.
Read the title of the stream.
Larger gown here from Anonymous Lime. I realize I don't know if I know my
So who is
gown
this?
styles
Because
here, but
I'd say that's a gown.
that's a gown, right? Nice and flowy.
I'm a gown expert. That's definitely a gown.
As a gownologist
Never
yourself, and you?
Yes.
Why don't they make a black character?
I'm interested to see Icicle's take on this because he
Why is
might
no one
be,
making a black
you know,
character?
he's always creative, thinking outside the box. He could be going with a different.
Okay,
Oh,
I
frick,
like
it's
the
like-
idea of like the antlers there.
Yeah.
That's creative.
Yeah, that is fun. Again, looking for those little subtle differences when you have something so direct as ice fairies as a theme here. Also, footnote, we see a lot of our contestants picking out very specific colors based on the hex code itself. And maybe not your typical approach, but these are some sharp players behind us.
Hey.
Incredible. How do they have that memorized?
Hey.
Is there a cheat sheet?
Hey.
No, I think they actually have internalized a lot of
Ugly
the
as
hex code
hell.
for the
Yo,
colors.
look
is
how
wild.
locked in.
Throughout
Look how
Roblox.
focused
I
they
know
are,
before
bruh.
The event, you were tallying it up. There's a crazy.
They are
amount of
locked
experience
in,
between the players.
bruh.
That's right. These are Roblox power users. I added up all of their hours of our 10 finalists here, and they have a combined over 76,000 in-game hours of Roblox time. So there are some experts here, and you're going to see that throughout the day, that these truly are masters of all trades.
What the
Only
fuck
one
are you
member
doing on
that stage
Roblox
with
that
less
long?
than 10 years of experience in Roblox. Really a testament to the skill, to the dedication that it takes to
That's
have made it all the way
insane.
here to the final.
The passion. The passion's definitely there.
Yeah, 9 years ago.
I don't even think I've been. I don't even think
Could they have ever imagined they'd be here competing for $1 million, dressing as ice fairies?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy
But
to
again,
explain
we're
like how
gonna
you got that
really
money.
Have, what, a minute 20 left.
Yo, did you win the lottery? Did you gamble? No, I played Dress to Impress.
As a reminder, again, there will be
It was the
another
Ice
game
Fairies.
progression.
It was the Ice Fairies
Wonderful
theme
stuff.
that really got
I
me
want to take a look at
the
Roby
win.
100. When we got the question from the
What?
players, he said not only does he love playing Roblox, but he loves trying to make his own games and get creative. It's kind of the beauty of Roblox, right? Being able to experience all of these different games while also having the opportunity to develop
Shaq
your
can
own
never be a
experiences
host, bro.
as well. And I think you see some of that creativity coming out here.
Yeah, you know, Roby,
I could
really
not
fun
say that
one.
with a
You
straight
mentioned He
face.
is a developer. He's been developing a long time, and he once created a game called The Easiest Game on Roblox, one of his hit games. And actually, today he's competing in now the hardest game in Roblox. So a wonderful journey for Roby, coming all the way to the other side of the hardest competition.
You looking
Yeah, I
cute,
played Roby's
baby.
easiest game on Roblox.
Really?
And I was not able to beat it.
Is the game ironic? Is it
I think
actually-
I'm just terrible.
All right, you've heard
Maybe
it
a
here.
bit of column A, column B.
Yeah.
Okay, it's starting.
That's why we brought you
It's
on
starting
here.
up.
For your expert skill set at being terrible at Roblox. It
That's
itself
what
is
I'm
a skill.
known
Yes.
Just look from Mad Max here. Little different. Most people are
Pop
going
out.
for like a really colorful blue look, like we're seeing from.
Here we
Anna
go, chat.
Mom.
Yeah, I like these wings though. Real alive. It adds a lot of flair. People are going for the more subtle fairy wings, but hey, just get out there with the real eagle, the eagle wings.
I don't know if this is possible. Do they have fairy wands in the accessories? Because that could be a good touch.
If
We'll
they don't
find
have
out.
them now, they're out of time
Let's
because
find out.
we're walking the runway. Here's
I like
Roby
it.
100.
Oh,
I'm gonna give it a 4.
First look, I like the way he's kind of integrated that fur. It almost
I'm gonna give it a
out to
4.
me.
Yeah. It feels fashionable, and that's the thing. This isn't a costume contest. There is a fashion element here. How do you mix these kind of creative, broad themes with a fashion approach here? And it looked great, and we'll see if the judges like it.
I mean, that's really good. That instrument
Coming
kinda
up
cool.
next.
3,
we've
I
got
think.
Mad
Yeah, I don't think it's
Max
better
here.
than
Ooh,
the
he
last
found a
one.
lovely prop for this one.
I don't know if
Harp.
it's better than the last one.
Harp.
I'll give it a
Hey,
3.
Some kind of instrument.
Something. You got it. Strings that you flick and make lovely sounds. All right, getting those high heels, rocking that skirt. It's
Nice
a good
crowd.
look. More blue. We're seeing the blue.
Yeah.
Come through again here.
I feel like
Definitely going to be a
I feel
motif
like it's
for, I think,
too
all our
blue.
contestants here. Next one down the
The
runway.
wings are cool,
This
but
is
it's not-
Anonymous
it's not
Lime.
really-
I think
nah.
the most bold look we've seen. A very deep blue compared to a lot of people going for
she
the more
looked like a
subtle
toothpaste
Yeah.
bottle.
I like it. This feels strong. It's making a statement. This is a nice fairy, maybe even queen of the fairies. We'll see. Annie, what do you think? You like those wings?
I like
or
the
you like
hair.
the
It kind of
traditional?
reminds me of candy cane.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is
hungry
nice. I'll give
Getting
it
hungry
chat
already. Well,
3.
we've got a long show ahead of you.
3.
Dudda
3
Dude
seems fair.
coming down as well. Another very
I feel like 4 is
bright
kinda
kind of
crazy.
neon blue look. I like these wings. A little different than
Like
some
it's
of the other
not
ones we've
like
seen.
what?
Yeah, he captured a
Ice,
strong blue,
ice,
knowing it's a
ice
a
fairy.
field awash with the
Okay.
color blue here.
Okay.
It's a strong one. And as a reminder, he
I
is
think
the
this
winner
is
of the
a full-
first round. So
I'm not
it's
gonna lie,
important for
this
him to really
might be a
keep that lead here.
5.
Really secures a good spot going into the next.
This
games.
might be a 5.
Another similar look here. This one going for a bit of a lighter blue from Icicle. I like how cohesive it is. I think
didn't
the hair,
get
the
to
makeup, it all
vote.
matches really nice.
Yeah, he did a good job matching that color. And I think cohesion
I
is important here.
didn't
You really
get
want to
to
send
vote.
a message. Whether the judges love it or not is up to be
Wait, this
interpreted,
one
but
kinda- this one
at least you
kinda
send a
crazier,
strong,
though.
Cohesive thought.
There's a
Wait,
wand.
this one kind of
There it
crazier
is.
though.
Like a sparkler. I really
Oh.
like that.
And they hitting the
Sparkle.
poses.
Now we're talking.
Shave.
Shave here.
Great choice.
Finding the good items. Look at that. And mastering the pose. See a lot of starred poses here. He had a plan. He knew
Whoa!
the good ones, and he marked them.
Wait, I'm not gonna lie. These last two have been better. It was better than that other
important.
one.
All right, a couple more contestants here to come down the runway.
I'm not gonna lie, chat.
We got left.
This.
Who's coming up?
This
looks like
one.
this is one of the looks we were talking about. Those
I gotta go
antlers
5.
combined with the bow.
Wow.
This one looks super good.
That gotta
I
go
like it. A little bit of
5.
Forest ice nymph here. Or ice fairy. Who are they? Fairies.
Hair so high we can't even see the name.
Hell
That's
no.
true. A good cover up. Keep it
Hell
mysterious.
Definitely
no.
a nice look though.
Yeah.
Let the judges be objective.
Look at these shoes.
Okay, already coming out fierce.
The hell are
I
those?
like the idea on the mask there. Again, I think that the players who went for these slightly more unique spins are the ones that are going to stick out in the judges' memory.
Yeah, what is on here? It's some sort of large arm. It looks like almost oven mitts here, but I'm assuming it's
Nah.
something more
That's
fashionable.
the fur
Oh,
again.
that is the fur.
But
That
you
is
see
our
the very
little
bright
boa.
neon
Those are
color.
definitely oven mitts.
It's not really. It don't even
confused.
really look like
What's
cold,
happening
you know.
here? I thought that might have been what's happening in
I'll give it
fashion.
like a 2.
Antarel, one of the few players to not go with any kind of ears or
I give it like a
antlers, instead
2,
just
but
these,
I don't know. It's that. I
full
think it's that
leather
type of
earmuffs.
blue.
Earmuffs,
It's
yeah.
better if it's like more like
Ice
a
fairy,
whitish.
they gotta be a little
like
cold,
that.
right? Gotta get
Holy
that.
shit!
I like it. Again, trying to stand
And
out.
she got ice cream.
And
Nah.
crowded theme here. You want to be
Nobody.
having that
I'm not gonna lie.
unique
That's a 5. And she hit
look.
the
This one
Really
is
layering, and he's got a nice
looking
animation
pretty
that
nice.
kind of makes
Yo!
it flutter
The
out.
Death
It's
Eagle.
all-
Yeah.
Great look.
Got those
I love
wings
the ice
Here's a
flapping.
good touch here. Our first
Does
ice
he have
cream
2
color
wings
scheme.
layers?
Low-key look like an Elden Ring
He's
boss.
got a nice
Not
animation
taking
that kind
himself
of
too
makes them
seriously
flutter
in
out.
this
It's
mode,
all
yeah.
great
Yeah, I
look.
think you
And I
got
think the ice cream, it's an intense day.
They're all talking.
Start out with a smile and a little bit of ice cream.
A few of these players knew each other from the online Roblox community, maybe from even trying to qualify into this event. But for a lot of them, their first time meeting or first time playing in person was here at this event. But we've interacted with them, and it seems like a lot of them have gotten pretty comfortable with each other, have been having some fun. It's definitely high stakes,
Worst
but still a
bro.
cool opportunity to meet a
I
bunch
don't-
of different
that
other
tiebreaker, like, what is that?
experienced
I don't know
Roblox
the
players
names.
all around.
Absolutely. It's been an incredible journey for them, I know, in their last
I don't know the
24
names
hours,
in comparison
all
to the
riding
model.
from
I would
around
just be
the
clicking
US and around
stuff.
the world, actually. They've gotten to know each other pretty well here with some of the warm-up games, some of the
I
practices.
didn't forget.
And it's wonderful to see
I
that kind of
didn't
camaraderie and
forget
teamwork.
to vote, dude. I already voted.
Competing for a
I already voted.
is a lot of high stakes.
You want me to remember 10 different names to match 10 different outfits?
Yeah, so we have our judges tallying up the points right now. And again, this is going to be combined scoring from both Dress to Impress and our second game, Super League Soccer, which is coming up after this. But I know every one of these matters because it is cumulative. All of your points from this qualifying round count towards being one of only 4 players that is
I
going
didn't
to progress.
sell anybody, bro.
Definitely you cannot take the first round lightly because
Oh
the
my
scores,
God.
like Mimi said, are cumulative.
Oh my
So
God.
going to soccer, though, is going to be a much different skill set that they're going to be showing. off.
Dude,
Some teamwork,
that guy was
as
not
Jay
getting
Party
5
suggested,
points.
they
He
got
wasn't
some
getting up there
each other.
anyway.
So it'd be nice to see their teamwork.
All right. Scores are flowing in. As a reminder, in our first game, we saw Dude taking first place, followed by Jay and Icicle. We'll see if that holds again for this one, but I don't know. I'm expecting some upsets this time around. We'll see. A lot of those looks were similar. We saw the Blues stand out, so we'll see what the judges think again. I know DTI is not the experts of a lot of these players, but hey, a win's a win, and you got to come to win.
That's the thing that's brutal, right? It's like it's a category that you're having to sight read, figure out within 4 minutes, put a look together that's cohesive. But
Wait,
let's
they're
take
on
little
a
peek
team?
at what our scores are. This is going to be the cumulative points from both rounds now, and it looks like our player coming out in front is the Death Eagle. A mid-lane
See, I wish I could
placement in the
see-
first
I wish I
round,
could see
but a
which
strong
one
30 points in the second.
they were.
Puts him out in the lead early on. A great showing for the Lithuanian.
But I'm pretty sure it's the one I
Absolutely.
voted.
And now total points coming in second. We had Mad Max, which is going to hopefully raise them a bit in the standings, but unfortunately still down here as Jay takes another strong spot and bounces up into the second spot here, up by 3 points, followed by Dud, who does fall into third.
Da-da-da-da.
An unfortunate showing in the second game. but
Not
hey,
that
still
important,
in a
chill.
great spot. You
To
the spread of
see
points is
what the
still
fuck
pretty
I
tight.
voted
It
on?
will be anyone's game here going in to our next game. Here's some of the players. That is the Death Eagle there already out in first, feeling good in the first round, although it is not over yet. Because guess what? I think it's time to see some more of our next game here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, even just going from the first round of Dress to Impress, you see how their rankings change so drastically after the second round. So it's good to be confident, but definitely stay alert.
All right, folks, the judges have put in their verdicts. Let's hear more from the judges themselves.
shit.
See if we can get them here on the stream and find out what stood out on today's runways. Judges, how y'all doing?
I'm doing great.
Amazing.
How are you?
Oh, yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, we are just getting underway here. All right, we saw some styles, hopefully some of them even fierce. Love to hear from y'all. What stood out on today's runway? What did you love seeing?
Me?
We'll
Oh,
start
go ahead.
here.
Go
We'll
ahead.
work
Go
our way
ahead.
down the judges.
Okay. For the second round, I loved the person that won for the Ice Fairy round. I think it was all very well put together. The accessories were great. The ice cream was great. Obviously, ice cream, Ice Fairy matched perfectly. I was really looking at themes. I took poses into account, not as much as Dante obviously talked about doing, but I don't know. I was surprised at how good some of these outfits were.
Yeah, here we go again, seeing the recap of the Ice Fairies round for all of our contestants here. Some of those exciting outfits, as you mentioned. I think the one you're talking about might have been the last one here to come up. That was our winner.
Yeah, that was the Death Eagle with that double wing, the ice cream look. Iron Mouse, I wanted to ask you as well. When we were talking the other day, you were saying you were going to put a lot of emphasis on how well the players were fitting into the themes. How well do you think they did overall? Did they impress you in how on brand they were with these?
I have to say, I think the second round was much better than the first. I feel like they struggled a little bit in the first round, but I think the first round was kind of like a warm-up. So the second round was amazing, and I was very impressed with all the different looks. They looked so good.
All right, Dante, how about you? How you feeling today? What impressed you? What stood out?
What stood out to me was some people were going too blue. It wasn't giving ice. It wasn't giving cold. More
It was
ocean.
giving mermaid.
Yeah, mermaid, more ocean-like.
Water, mermaid.
Yeah, docked off some stars for that. But the white, the snow, the crowns, the antlers, giving
Antlers
very
were good.
much. Giving very much Ice Princess.
We love that too. All right, folks, we're going to move on to our next segment as the players are antsy and you're ready to jump into Super League Soccer. But a huge thank you to all of the judges. That was a lot of fun. Joe, Iron Mouse, and Dante, thank you again for joining us as guest judges on The Hunt.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank
by
you.
the way.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, y'all looking like you slay yourself.
Fresh.
So,
Super
good,
fresh.
good stuff, good stuff. All right, coming out of that first game, what do you think so far, Mimi?
I was honestly impressed. I think the players did super well at DTI, but we've got something more coming up. Super League Soccer, it's a team game.
Chat,
It's
next
gonna be
time-
super
chat,
different
chat.
than what we saw in Dress to Impress.
Chad, what
All
if
right,
next
folks,
time I'm on the
players are
screen,
ready.
I'm
While
like,
the Death Eagle may be
yeah,
on
so I'm
top
thinking
for
that.
now, it is still anyone's competition. Let's check out the rules for Super League Soccer.
Oh, it's over? I was like, bro, I just can't change a little bit of the shit.
Also, oh,